start streaming, I guess, and then fix the camera. Hello phone, what you can't please go on. So, right, okay, all of this should be working. All of these statistics are fine. Let's check YouTube. YouTube seems to be doing splendidly. That's good. Right. Okay. Good. And oh yeah, I need to launch content manager. Right. So, controls. Shift is actually recognized correctly, so that's good. Is my this will not be recognizing that button. Let me just briefly reload this. Okay, now that button is recognized. My escape, that wasn't recognizing correctly. Right, that's good. That works now. Favorites. You telling me the server is empty? This isn't 30 minutes. It's like nobody's on? Oh, that's sad. Actually, nobody turns up. That would be really sad. What's going on? I mean, someone turned practice labs, but only one person has turned practice labs. Oh, this might be because you need 3 drivers minimum to score championship points, so this might not be even a championship round at that point. Right. Okay, well, we can just run slightly better. So, right. Okay. Well, I mean, it's not ideal, but it is what it is. Hello. Let's bring the fire in. Right, okay. So is this working? I'll just join the server, I guess. I mean, if nothing is happening, then I will, I don't know, drive on Shitoku project a bit, I guess. I mean, just looking out of the car here, the track looks fucking gorgeous. And yeah, I wanted to check, it's like, if I didn't mistake myself at the times or something, because yeah, it should be starting in 23 minutes. So I'm not wrong. Just, we've had quite a steep decline in the sign-up for this championship compared to the others. Probably the car is too hard for a lot of people. There's a decent chance that's the problem for a lot of people. Alright. Oh, I haven't pulled up my stuff, right? And I mean, the scene should have switched over if I'm we're on the correct scene. So yes, it's the correct scene and everything. Hello. I mean, because I'm using this entire thing in VR a lot, like, I should probably check to have, like, a variable. See if I can get the, like, variables for if the Steam VR menu is open. So I could hide, wait, and view that way. That would be incredibly sick if I could find that stuff out. Well, I'm not sure we're gonna have a race here because I'm the only guy on the server. So I'm not sure. I'll see what I do here. Right. I mean, it's the only race I have technically this week, considering next week I have again on Tuesday night, Wednesday morning I have the team sprint, Sigma Racing 604 team sprint with the yoga again. I need to do some practice for that actually, but otherwise this is, let me just put a bit more fuel in there. So we have a couple of sandbags in the car. Yeah, that's the next race, and I mean there was a race, some community planned for the for Saturday. And I tried to like get it because it was an enduro. I tried to get a team and didn't get one, but they cancelled the event anyway because they announced it like 2 weeks ago at this point. And basically like 11 teams signed up, so they decided to can the entire thing. Yeah, I mean this version actually looks really pretty. I haven't driven the track. It's a mod for AC here. Obviously it's AC. Like it's a mod. I've driven this track in Automobilista 1, where it's base game content. This version of the track. Interesting fun fact is that section that I'm right now driving is still in the present day track. There's like 4 corners that are still part of the current track. So it's not that I need more races. It's just I've come from so many recently. Especially if I want to stream a bit more, I just need to perhaps find more games and stuff. So just sign up perhaps for some more ACC leagues or something. Don't know. Or just stream other things. But yeah, I mean this elevation drop into T1 here is just insane on any version of this track. Yeah, the current day track only shares a section starting around now. This is where the current day track connects to this. This is a pretty high speed corner on the current day track. I mean, it's pretty quick in these cars. Down hard on the brakes for this corner here. And then you go here for this edge section. You have a bit more runoff in the modern day track. It's very easy to get track limits, but the modern day track now curves left and then goes into a hairpin that goes down the hill. Well, we're now driving in what is today the housing estate where the today's start finishes. I mean, it's not like what the? You guys are trading me in terms of like driving GEM. Yeah, I mean I'm not sure driving GEM. I mean, I will go back to being busy once. Well, I skipped the VEC race because I'm not there. But then after the VEC race, we have ESC 24 hours. Though, I mean, I definitely need to think a bit about series because I'm no longer, because next season I'm not racing ERC. And I just missed a gear and then went off. But yeah, I mean, I'm next season not racing ERC. Even if I was probably an entry. I think it's just not worth time. It's probably a championship that, if it starts the third season, isn't gonna finish the third season. It's gonna pull a VSRA there. Pretty sure. No, I'm not saying there's a problem with that. I'm saying you guys are just trading me like... It's like... Who's willing to bid more? That's what's going on right now. It's kind of funny. Okay, that's a bit too fast into T1. Yeah. I assume that. And that's why I said, like, why I said what I said. It's like, we've discussed this. It's like, we're not. Iris isn't going to do ERC. I wouldn't do it independently either. Again, it's not that like. I mean, the main thing that we've been saying is like, oh, we're just doing it for the money. For me, it's still for the driving. Like, I still race there. I like turning up. I like to race there. But man, it's just like that thing is about dead. It's like it's my position. It's like this thing is dead. Man, I'm eating this gearbox alive. It's nearly destroyed already. My 32nd gears are like. Some of them I was like, I'm not that good. I need to read the. I skimmed over what you wrote to me, Aloy, but I didn't really read it. I need to finally get around to fucking reading that stuff. There's a lot of important stuff most likely in there. I need to look at these things and just get that last percentage out of my performance. I mean, I'm pretty good with like something like historical like this, where you never taking the same line twice. But when you put me into like an L-Factor TL on PT, I need to perform 2000%, and it's just, especially for VEC. VEC is gonna be a real challenge, and I need to definitely take this more seriously. Put some more practice in there. Yep. Well, not a missed gear for once. I mean, probably if I run the fuel down on this car, I take a bit of fuel out of this car and get a few laps on these tires, I'm probably able to go sub 30. Which is, yeah, there's about 15 minutes remaining before the event starts. I'm the only one on the server. Very disappointing, it's only the third round. With really good attendance for the first. Yeah, right. I mean, I was so uncreative and picked the iris colors for the car with Diogo. That's a missed gear again. For the car, for the MUQU that I'm driving with Diogo, because it's like trying to organize with Diogo is a bit like painful, at least for me. Because it's like, okay, do we want to do this? And him just like, yeah. effective. He's like, I'm giving him a choice, and he's just like, what do you want? Like, thanks, I gave you the choice. Please decide. I can't. And it's all good. In case this you engineer, it's all good. It's all fine. It's just we're very similar, and it's not particularly easy to manage. Yeah, that's effective. I mean, I wanted to do ACC. I think I saw that Diogo wants to do some ACC, and like, I wanted to do AC. I've been doing a bit of ACC racing already, so I wanted to just. Oh god, that's a bit wide. Shouldn't be talking while driving still. Despite this is a pretty simple circuit. But yeah, I was doing ACC already. I knew Diogo wanted to do some, and I was like, "Hey, there's a team championship. Let's do this together." So it's like, okay, let's just run under the Iris banner, I guess. Because why not? I need a team name, and I'm not creative. So this will work fine. Over the kid, just because we're like now. I wanted to delivery because the chat was going a bit faster. Like I wanted to read what Loic wrote, and like, yeah, I mean, I don't need specific tips, but I think I do things fundamentally wrong at some level. And if Monza tips based on what I've done wrong in Monza is gonna help me avoid those things with other tracks, it might help. Like I'm not a specialist for a certain track. I'm just a lot of my ability to take certain corners at a certain speed is just the general ability to take any corner at speed. Anything that's so yeah. I mean, where's this? For like, I was to look for like for bigger enduros. Have some that aren't like running at 2 AM. There's definitely some stuff that yeah, I mean, I'm not running perfect laps, but I'm not quite sure I'm that much slowing down because of Chad. Or if I'm just like, I'm not sure there's that much time anymore on this lap. And I would have to really focus 100%. Oh! It's the fucking... Isn't GP put his, like... live stream. Yeah, that's the league admin just putting the like live stream car on the server, just being like, oh well, I hope for more cars. Yeah, I don't know why. Let's see, let's try and go for a fast lap. See if I can go like mid-30s. I'm not sure it's like... upshifting mid-corner so you get the lifts to get through the corner, but you don't lose additional time because you're doing the gear shift already. It's like one of the insane driving things to do in an H pattern car. It's a bit too hot into the corner. Not good line. It's too wide, but way faster still than what I've previously done. Yeah, I need to take this. I should have probably used this week to take this T300 apart and unscrew the fan and re-screw it back in so it stops having these vibrations. As I think I've mentioned every time this has happened, I've had such issues with my with one of my power supplies, and doing so fixed the entire vibration issue with that power supply. So I have it laying over there. PSA: you shouldn't open up power supplies because it's dangerous and stuff. You really notice the sound when I stop, but let's just return to the pits for a moment. Right, okay. Why? Yeah, right, okay. Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, I've been... Okay, I've been trying to read chat and, like, getting out of stuff, but, like, yeah, the TS... Yeah, I've been thinking of upgrading my wheel. I've been thinking about buying a CSL DD. I've been thinking about doing that. So that's... It's like... I've been always wanting to, like, have a... when I bought my T300 now, how many years ago? Was it 2019 in February, or was it 2018 in February? No, it was 2019. I know, because I've used... I started sim racing in 2017 and bought the T300 over a year after that. So that's how that adds up together. Is it used? It's like, when do you want to get rid of it? I'm not taking free. That's still cost you stuff. I would pay for it, for sure. I don't take free. And yeah, I mean, I need to probably reinforce this rig a bit. When I moved my pedals into this position here, I previously this plate onto which the pedals were mounted was the back plate, and it's pretty clear that this added some additional rigidity to the entire construct, even to the because of how this entire thing is constructed, which is quite flimsy. It's not that great what I constructed, and I have a few wood pieces. I'll probably screw something. I need to screw like a piece of this plate that I have laying around and just screw it into the back to just give additional rigidity. And then it should be fine to mount some CSLD with like 5 Newton meters. I'm not sure I could like survive doing more than that on something like that. But yeah, it's kind of, yeah, right. I drifted off of my consideration. Right, what I wanted to say when I calculated my when I bought my T300, I wanted to buy for it additionally as a how did you get a TSXW for free? But yeah, but yeah, I wanted to get a F1 star an open wheel rim for this wheel, but I've never ended up actually buying one, and I've been always running the Ferrari GTE rim that I bought with the came with the wheelbase. Yeah, I mean, there's quite a bit. There's not 3 minutes delay. There's probably still a sizable delay because I'm not running like super ultra low latency. I probably should look into like running lower latency for my stream. But also, it's like, when do I have the opportunities to really chat with people? It's like oftentimes like, doesn't matter if I can respond to you like within a snap of a second when I anyway only look at it like every 2 or 3 laps at my chat, and oftentimes my chat decides to not even work properly. I think I've got on top of that problem. Maybe, I don't know. Sometimes it just didn't update. But I mean, I've seen this morning watching a stream where the chat just died completely. There was no chat at all. Like a 5,000 viewer stream without chat is like, that's where the chat is frozen. It's like, okay. It's just such a weird feeling. And I'm not even someone who interacts with chat that much, but it's just, it's still just like wrong. It's just wrong. But yeah, yeah, I didn't really need that one. Right. But yes, what I've been trying to say is, like, I've been thinking of getting it. Yeah, I've been thinking of getting an open wheel rim for this, and I just never came around, and now it's like, well, might as well just upgrade to something else, I guess. And then, with my consideration with CSLD, it's like, okay, the wheelbase 350, then a McLaren GT3 rim, and then I need like the WRC rims. I have a round rim because I do driving like this, and it's like so I need a so yeah, I need a T. So yes, fuck, I lost my train of thought. Yes, T-front. Yeah, and the thing is like this all adds up together to like 750 years. I was just like, boy, this is a bit much money. Don't want to spend this to that spend this. Is like, I mean, yes, I'm not poor. Let's make this particularly clear. But it's like, I look at large amounts of money, and I'm like, how can I turn this around and around to like get this? Oh yeah, this round is going to get postponed to the 8th of October. This next week. Next week at Albi 67. Right, I've driven at Albi. Okay, let me just type in chat. Right, but it's like I turn the money around and around to just see if see like how this adds up and like how could I save money and just reconsider and things like that. But yeah, I mean I'm happy with my T300. It's just it had this issue with the rattling fan like occasionally, and now it's basically every time the fan turns on it is a problem, and it's just like, bruh, it's gone on my nose. Okay. So it's gotten a bit out of hands. I mean, I'm thinking of like the thing is with me. I have money. It's not a particular issue. I'm thinking of giving some my share of the ERC winnings to the other guys. It's like I've been considering that. Like, I mean, we have one race remaining. Let's not add the money together. Like. I've done that last season as well. We've just finished the season, and then once the money was in my PayPal account, I was like, okay, how do I split this up? Let's not think of the money yet. Let's just race. Honestly, I mean we'll guarantee to finish second, but let's just race for now. For ESC, that's my position for this. Right, but because I mean I want to get now a sub. It's like I will drive. I want to get a sub. Oh, you can set the fuel to 0? I didn't know that's possible. I was like, wait a second, why is the car stalling out? Well, ACC updates the setup in real time. You can actually see that over on my dashboard. Like you can see it literally updating how much fuel I have in there, which I actually really need because I know how far I can drive with that fuel amount. So that's actually really nice from AC. But yeah, I want to just briefly do a sub 30 if he doesn't switch off the server. If he switches off the server, then I said already, if there are no races happening, I will probably join the Stratoko project server and just do some laps there. Circles around, just forget a bit of running, right? It's like we have chat flowing here right now. Let's just enjoy that for a moment. But let's just briefly try and get a sub 30, because I think it's in there with low fuel. It's probably possible. Get rid of the keyboard. Don't do that at home. I mean, the round is postponed, so maybe racing back here if people actually show up. But I have a feeling this championship is sadly dead. Not this league. SRGP for sure isn't dead. This championship seemingly is sadly dead. It's for 17 cars for Irish planned for ERC. So we can really make sure that we get rid of MUQU or what? It's like, if the first one doesn't take it out, we have other 15 spares to get rid of the MUQU car. Yeah, the tires have to first get up to temperature with this car. You definitely notice this with AC, and also ACC actually, where it's not the first lap where you're the faster, it's actually the follow-up laps. But I mean, 17 cars in ERC would probably mean that we are putting together like 150% of the grid by ourselves. Instead. so close. Next time around we have it for sure. Right, it's like we're 10th off. Just taking out the fuel at like most of the work. Jesus, like at the front of the line we're already closing in on the time. Too early on the throttle. Oh fuck, too fast. I'm trying to brake at this one ball and it's just a bit too far pushing it. I mean, our only goal was getting sub 30. And we're pretty much on course for that. What about 7 or 8? 7 or 8 cars for ES? Well, in total sign up, you mean? Not just Iris. It's like, just Iris for ELC would be a bit insane. But 7 or 8 cars in total signed up so far, yeah, that sounds like a realistic number. I mean, I don't know if they published the numbers yet. A confirmed team list yet. I mean, I'm guessing that should probably be about the number that we have on the list right now. Right. Yes, thank you. There's sound because the race was cancelled. So. What car do I want? Do I want to drive us? Like, they have two. I usually drive on the East Coast servers. They have 2 East Coast servers. Obviously, the first one is the most popular one of them. And they have only 3 slots left on the first server, and one of the cars is a Civic. Nothing really against the Civic. So let's see, what does the second server have in terms of cars available? I could drive a Lancer, I could drive an S2000. I think I'm gonna join the second server to drive an S2000. I really like the car. Oh well, I have my shifter right now on the right hand side mounted. Oh well, I need to correct that in a sec. Or is the S2000 actually left hand drive? I'm not sure if this S2000 is left hand drive. Gee, it's like, is MUQU not turning up, or have they not signed up so far? How do we have 7 or 8 cars that are working with us? It's like, we have our GT3, we have 2 LMP2s, and we have the Shiba GT3. How are we getting more than 4? Where are the rest of the cars coming from? Did you count Valet in there as well? I mean, well, we're 1/3 of the grid at. What was it? We're 1/3 of the grid at. What is it called again? You have a plan to just like, just. As I said, like jokingly, if we have enough cars to make sure that the MUQU is dead. We have enough cars to throw at the MUQU. Yeah, it's a left and right. Let me in a moment actually fix that. So, wrong switch. Okay, that's fun. Where's my screwdriver? My screwdriver. Yes, don't mind me just leaning out of the car to unscrew my shifter. Less screwing, it's more like I just need a solid piece of metal to just turn this hand screw here to untighten it. It's interesting, it's quite foggy. I don't know if it's morning or evening on the server right now. It's not gonna find out. It's all the planners. Edge exercise, like, I never need to. I hope the car, like, I haven't tried Spa with the Beamer yet. I'm still hoping it's not gonna be much worse than the McLaren is gonna be at Burj. Which, like, the potential is there for this car to just absolutely lose its up that aerodynamic hill. Hello, why are you spinning? Okay, now it's gripping actually. Because I'm not asking the Civic next to me. Why didn't you join the main server? There's a Civic. Why are you just? Okay, fine. Goodbye. Wait. Okay. This guy's internet connection is about as stable as the price of cryptocurrency. So. Yeah, the sign-ups are not open yet, right, okay. Yeah, I haven't looked. Okay. Headlights on. Alright. Why do I not get any gears? I'm going to. Oh, wait. Yeah, I put my. I put my shifter into. The thing is, this shifter can do sequential. And for that, it has a slight switch on the side, and I twist it around. I have an SH8 shifter. Oh, hello there. And this is me with full boost. This is the R33 still for R33 or 34. I'm not sure. Still pulls by me, but I am probably quicker than him in the twisty stuff. So this car is pretty difficult on the throttle with the boost all the way turned up. Right. I'm gonna break my neck if I try doing something like that, dude. The thing is, I can do this stuff on stream because I have full weight tracking and everything. It's like I can start put the trackers on, start a VR shot, and actually do a backflip. But I'm not good at gymnastics effectively, so. Okay. Bit questionable gear choice for me. But yeah, I can't do backflips or something like that. Yeah, and that topic is like I've been working the entire week on like my new model. It's like making models in VRChat Quest compatible is like is insanely difficult and hurts your soul because you're basically chopping the detail out of your own model and it's pain. But now I have a model that is good good rating in terms of the optimization on Quest, so I can it's available as a fallback avatar, which means I can make I have always some sort of a version of my avatar, so it's always effectively my, because it's not really an install for anymore, but it still has a pink hair color. still fanboy. It's still similar enough that it's and it has fox ears. Ah, I'm a foxtail, but like. But yeah, I've been working on that, and because it's now a fallback, I can, like, when I make the less optimized version for my finish for PC, where I like have all of the trinkets and everything on there that I've had on my previous model with different clothes and stuff that I can just toggle between. Then I can just have that as a fallback, so the questies at least see something that somewhat resembles my current avatar. Yeah. Yeah, I've been working that model from the ground up, effectively. I've reused the same hoodie that I've had on my other model. At least that's the one piece of clothing, because I really love that hoodie. And when I saw that on a model during VCAT in spring, it's like VCAT in January is like, I was like, and it was free, and I was like, I need that. It's like, it's like. That's such a good thing. I need to track down that crate and donate some money to that guy. It's just, that thing looks just too good, honestly. But yeah, it's. I hope that like the issues with clipping and everything have been like weight painting pain have been like mostly now avoided. But yeah, I've been working that from the ground up with Rewrite Studio, which is like really useful when you just want to anime styles, have a 3D model. It's like, why would you use these bases or anything that will, these like half-finished bases that are like quite wonky? It's like Rewrite Studio, like you have really solid base already that you can export, then import into Blender and work on it. So yeah, I have also a VRM file of that model, because I've been toying around with actually doing it's like toying around with doing with actually VTubing for racing, and I've looked into it, like how it works, and I've done like test recordings with it. It does. I know that it definitely, my hardware is getting stretched to its absolute limit when I'm recording and driving around this map. I've seen it frame stutter. It's probably still frame stuttering right now. Though honestly, the frame rate while driving here is actually pretty good. I have to totally admit that's actually pretty good right now. Probably in part because there are not many people on the server right now, and I mean there's like 15 or something, which is, compared to the other server there's like 30 on there. But yeah, there's this car is like always. But yeah, it's, I've been playing around with doing that, like figuring out software for it, and like how this, one of the painful things, like these, you have like different solutions for using the VR data to do the head tracking and stuff, because you can do the mouth tracking for just having, similar to VR chat, for just using the audio source to do some mouth tracking that way. And I think VR chat still does it better than a lot of that software, but it's good enough. So you have the head tracking and stuff for that, and there's a couple of pieces of software, and the problem that the software is mainly designed to like that you at least have hand controllers. Best case have full body tracking, I mean, I have that, but it's like I can't use that stuff while I'm driving. Having controllers on your arms is not particularly a good idea while driving. It's really... I've tried it, actually. And they really do not play nicely at times with not having controllers turned on. It's like I figured out that VMC, Virtual Motion Capture, is probably the best software for doing the entire thing, because Tracking World, that plays a bit nicer with not having controllers on, causes it to pull, causes SteamVR to go into standing mode, in standing play, instead of obviously you're doing sim racing or flight simming in seated play, and you have standing play for when you're standing, and it pulls this thing into standing play, even if you start your simulator afterwards. And VMC, it will put it into standing play, but if you start like AC or something up, it will automatically put it back into seated play, and will stay there. As long as you don't restart VMC, it's all fine. So that software works, but it literally throws a null pointer exception if you don't have your controllers on when you try to calibrate the tracking. But yeah, if it's calibrated and everything, it actually works. It's somewhat buggy when you turn the controllers off, that the hands have like a 50-50 chance of going just to staying where you last left them and just staying down effectively. Well, like I'm right now driving without my hands on the steering wheel. It's a really bad idea, but no, never mind. On there, don't panic. Oh fuck. That gear didn't engage, and I didn't realize that. I mean, let's just go for the... Let's go to the other side of the map, over to Yokohama. Like a brief drive over to Yokohama. It's probably like an hour's worth of drive, because in real life, like multiple hour drive, because in real life, not only you would be probably in a traffic jam here, but also you would be speed limited on this section heavily. Because I think the speed limit is like 80 kilometers an hour on this. And, well, we're traveling at like 300 right now. So yeah, and this is at least a 50-minute drive, probably at 300 kilometers an hour. It just illustrates this absolutely massive scale of this map. This map is gigantic. If anything. But yeah. There's definitely better casting high-speed runs than the S2000. Slight lift for this corner. I think the S2000 for the most part has the downforce to do it. I mean, if you actually look at this street set on Google Maps, like from the start at that parking lot down to where this map ends at Yokohama Harbor, it's like, it's just so long of a drive. How massive that is. Like, if you take an image of the entire Tokyo Bay area, it would be actually like nearly half of it. I mean, obviously it's not mapping every road out, there's not too much detail in the... But like, just the scale. And obviously that's a massive place already, the Tokyo Bay area in itself. Just such yeah. I'm not driving this red line right now. We're gonna go back again. And then end the stream most likely, but I'm not gonna take the straight line back. We have a more twisty road on the back way. But yes, it's a really atmospheric, especially in VR. This map, incredibly gorgeous. something you definitely shouldn't do is like look around while you're traveling at these speeds. Definitely something that like you should do, but like, hey, what is gonna stop me, right? Let's look. Well, I mean, my own stupidity can throw the car into the wall, but because there's still corners that sometimes like can be dangerous. So the one bend heading into the previous tunnel, this one, the other one, pretty sharp corner that usually you have to brake and downshift with most cars, and I nearly took that flat. And oftentimes it catches out me whenever I travel down here. I don't travel that often. I usually run just the C1 loop that I've been previously running. And obviously, hey, here. It's like brushing the guardrail there. Yeah, here. I'm paying my toll. Let me continue with. But yeah, the pedal cam is definitely not going anywhere. And that one will stay, for sure. Even if I'm adding at the other corner of the screen VTube model, it's like that's pedal cam is gonna stay. I mean, you would definitely see here more if it wasn't so foggy, because Seoul is bringing like a really, I mean, nice in quotation marks, because it's not looking that. Obviously, driving in the fog is not that nice, but well, it's a really nice looking fog effect. That's realism. Though you wouldn't see the lights. These lights anyway show up any earlier than they do. And this is such a straight path here where you just completely straight before you head onto that bridge, this bridge segment. Though you could stay flat till the end of the map at this point. Till we reach the end. So yeah, right. Because this is an interesting intersection that we're just gonna skip by because I'm going to the end and not just shortcutting slightly. But this is such an interesting intersection because it's like a massive roundabout bridge that we're coming up to right here. It's just before we have to anyway get off, but like this thing there is like this entire it's a massive twist that you travel through. It's pretty insane. So this is the last bridge now before we head off the road. I go traveling backwards. I mean, I still have my performance overlay and stuff. I usually would turn that off. I just haven't been bothered to do that. Yeah, we're just gonna... Because... somebody's somebody actually traveling the other direction. That's... I would say... These people down here? Usually you don't find anyone down here. In the emptiest lobby you found people down here. But yeah, this is like the end of the map effectively. And now we're gonna travel back upwards just through the bit more urban environments with like technically lower speed limits. Practically we're still traveling at like 200 kilometers an hour. It's just the insanity of... Except that I'm still... Ooh! It's a sharp corner, I knew it coming up, but like it's... Still nearly caught me out there. Yeah, through these tunnels, yeah. Yeah, this is quite a sharp corner that very easily sneaks up on you. I'm thinking about perhaps at some point trying to do an entire lap of this map at maximum speed. I mean, I'm effectively doing this right now. An entire lap of this massive map. Though I have in segments not been driving as fast as possible. Probably picking a different car because of the long front main stretch area where you definitely need something that is just top speed. Because the speed is gonna make for such a large segment. Even if you have better cornering, I think if you do a lap of the entire thing, which is probably like Targa Florio levels of lap time, though it's probably a longer lap than actually the Targa Florio. I'm not quite 100% sure if you would try to lap this entire free-roam map, that it would be longer than Targa. But I mean, it takes already so long at top speed to travel this direction, and this is definitely way more twisty now. Maybe I forgot. Well, not anytime soon, probably hand cam. Oh. I mean, my way of mounting the pedal cam and the cam that I'm actually using for it is already like the flimsiest stuff ever. It's an ancient phone that there's like only one app that you can use on for doing this, and it only works with. It's not a webcam. It's directly an OBS plugin for doing it because, well, the webcam version of this app doesn't work on such an old Android version because it's a Samsung Galaxy Alpha and not like Alpha something. It is just the Alpha. This is like I don't know, like 6 years old or something. And I haven't paid for the app either, so the resolution of the cam is not actually that great, and the camera of the phone isn't great. But I have put some filters on top of it too. And my lighting solution is also fucking terrible. I'm using like an ancient lamp for lighting the area down there. Yeah, I'm not doing that. That's why I like mentioned VTubing and stuff. Like I don't do that. Not for like not wearing a wig or something. I don't know where this light is coming from. I have no clue where this light. I haven't seen that before. I've traveled this road like a couple of times before. I don't know. A lot of driving here is right now just slamming a bit on the brakes to slow it slightly down so I can take the corners at still over 200 kilometers an hour. But yeah, we're probably talking about a 30-minute lap time to get around the entire place. I think you can actually now travel through this intersection down there. Well, I wouldn't take guarantees for that because I have fallen on this map off the map, so it's like I have had the misfortune of like falling off the map here a couple of times. But I think they've patched that one. I mean, at some point I had to wreck. I've been ah, there's the tram. Oh, wow. Yeah. It's like I'm not completely opposed to wearing a wig, but I mean, probably not for sim racing. I have enough hair already on my head. I have enough. My hair can be described as being a fluffy sheep. So eventually I will get sixth. Eventually. Oh god. Eventually I will get my 6th gear. I haven't tightened it as much down as I do for races usually. And yeah, this is a parking lot actually here, I think. I've traveled it up already once. Okay, this is a tight corner. I'm traveling way too fast into it. I've tried! But in the end, it doesn't really matter. Considerations for a bunch of stuff. So I'm gonna need to make a new thumbnail for the stream. Probably just gonna like I don't know, I think I have an image. Probably need a new image for this car. Probably can make an image of this car and then like make a split thumbnail. And at the 7th gear instead of 5th. I'm making too many gear shift mistakes right now. Yeah, right. So I'm thinking how to end this stream. It's like where to end it. I think I'm gonna travel out to Shibuya Station. I've ended streams already there once. I think I ended the Donington race in SRGP like how many months now ago? 4 or 5 months at this point ago over there. Like yeah, it's just man. I've been thinking of going at some point, but I don't know too much, and then it's all the right time and stuff. I'm shy, not shy really of meeting other people. It's just I'm shy of doing things. I haven't gone to a cinema in like, oh god, probably a decade at this point. I'm feeling old, really old. And that sentence is like, it's probably been over a decade at this point. I've been to a cinema or something like that. So it's like, doing events like that is like, definitely is on a bucket list. Definitely is to go to North, to go to a convention or something like that. It's just like, I have no clue what the hell to plan with these things. I have absolutely no experience. I feel insecure about it. Right. Yeah, I mean, I trust you. But yeah, I trust you with the answer. I trust people fairly easily. Can at times be a bit of a detriment to me. I mean, what else would this? I mean, the problem is like planning a planning to do an endurance race together is like easy. Planning to do these things together is like, even if the other person isn't particularly decisive and isn't doing their part and stuff, but like planning that stuff is like painful, and I know what a sort of a person I am is in procrastinating important things and screwing it up and stuff. I fear myself in that sense. I think I fear that stuff more than actually meeting people. It's really ironic. Very. That gear shift was just so nice. Okay, then I screwed up this goal again. I forget how tight these corners here are. At times, they're really tight around this rest stop. Just before we head into Shibuya. I don't know a lot of the names here, I will be totally honest on this map, but... yeah. We'll see, we'll see. It's a bit of time right now. I can still say that. Okay. There's still a bit of time for this stuff. Right. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm about to stream this long as the race would go, because the race would have started at... Actually, we would have had qualifying at 21:30. And that was a massive screw up, too fast. But yeah, I mean, I would have had qualifying at 21:30, then 10 minutes of that, and then it would have been, what? It would have been a 30-minute race. 30-minute race, so it would end about now. So I made about the same length of stream as I would usually do. Right. Okay. Not more bottle that I just stepped on. Which, let's just say, isn't comfortable to step on your water bottle, because that's probably not gonna end well. Right, let me just briefly untie my VR cable here. Right. Well, my chat is down, yeah. It's a bit of an issue. But yeah. Right. So this does it for tonight. Well, I should sit down because I can't wave my feet like I usually do when I'm not sitting. Right. That's also kind of the beauty when you're doing VR on this map. It's just like you can just get out of the car and just stand and look at the map. Look around. Perhaps take something out of a vending machine or something. And others the rest stops there's like vending machines and stuff. I just noticed I'm parking way too far forward. Oh well. As well get back in. Eventually I would knock it over. So, right. So yeah, right. Okay. Let's end the stream then, I would say. It was still an enjoyable one. If I could get my keyboard to work. Hello keyboard. Would we kindly cooperate? Right. Okay. I was slightly rolled forward because I stepped on the throttle pedal. I forgot that happens when you do when you. Let's just exit the game briefly. The background. Right. Okay. So. Well then. Next race will be ERC. Not ERC. Sorry. We'll sim racing 604 on Tuesday to Wednesday night. The team sprint with Diogo. And then, yeah, I actually have the week after that nothing because I'm gone on the Saturday, so I don't have a race. I mean, I will have the Friday race again, hopefully, next week, and then the week after, if the championship doesn't fall, which it's not looking good. The league doesn't fall, but the championship might not continue, because if nobody turns up, then it's gonna end like this, but then I'm just gonna stream Joker Project driving around, I guess. That works also. Okay. Well then. With a nice chat. And then I'm just gonna tune out. I guess. Oh well, that. Bye bye.